Yoo-hoo! We are currently into War 5. Before we get to that, I just wanted to have a look at this Act 6 rework compensation. And is this some kind of practical joke? Like, there's nothing here that helps me rank up a 7-star, which I get is not really the point here, but it's just insane. Like, there's about 140 selectors here. I did open it later the day after sort of filming this, and it took me a solid chunk of my lunch break, I can't lie. I'm having to sell most of it. Traded a lot in the sigil store and whatever. But anyway, sort of, bring on retirement. Anyway, as I said, we are up to War 5. We beat 4 Loki last war, which was nice. I sort of recorded and then couldn't be bothered to upload, so I deleted it all. But we got DSVG today. And I carry on playing like absolute shit as I have this season. I had an earlier crash out. Less about that, more about this. We've got Bastion, Symbiote, and Moondragon comes along for a complete waste of a pre-fight, which again we will get to. I'm doing more stuff this season, which is nice. Last season I was very much a little bit more limited. We're going path 9 into... I'm just having a look at seeing who's who. DSVG's changed a lot. It's unrecognisable, which is a shame really, but whatever. Into path 3, we're going for Bullseye on 43, and then we're going for Gene Boss. So we start off Serpent here on node 9, which we've all seen me do before. Very easy fight. Obviously I don't have Mordo here. I decided just to big boost here, even though we're not pushing. I thought it'd be nice to just do well here and put on a nice set of fights. Serpent, Madrox, thank you very much for running suicides. So that was a little bit helpful, although he does hit me a lot harder as a result, but that's okay. Symbiote doesn't care about such things. Although in this fight, I do lose a ton more health than I'm used to losing in this fight. Insult to injury or whatever, or blood in the water, I can't remember what it's called, doesn't help matters here. Got myself cornered a little bit too quickly, just waiting for that 100 genetic charges. But now we have control of the fight. Annoyingly, his special finishes before I get a chance to throw my L2, and by that point I push to L3. It's going to be a lot of that this fight. Nothing really lines up very well, and the fight ends up taking a lot longer than I intend it to. Finally we can land an L2 and do some decent damage. I wanted to throw another one there, but of course we go red again. This is the frustrating thing about Symbiote, especially with 5 out of 5 MD. It can get a little bit out of hand. I can't remember the last time he threw an elf in a fight. Let's start again. I can't remember the last time I did a fight against Serpent where he throws an L3 before me. But never mind. It didn't hurt me too much. But yeah, I've lost a lot of health this fight. I'm not used to losing so much with Symbiote, except for that one when I died. Beginning of last season. We don't talk about that. Now he's going to throw another... Oh no, he didn't. Yes, the regen and immortality finished, and of course I ended up back at 3 bars. Hitting into block wasn't quite doing it, so we just throw another one, and that gets the fight done after just over 2 minutes. So we can move on. I didn't have much long left of my power start 1 here. I was going to put on a 12% tech boost, but I didn't think I had enough time, so I just went for it. Bastion, used to this fight. I actually did it again. I did it last war against Loki, and it was a perfect textbook, very, very clean fight. This time it is not the case. I kind of just stopped concentrating during this fight and forget exactly what I'm doing. I realised only at that point that knocking down and giving myself the grit means that when Weapon X does throw special and goes unblockable, I can completely ignore it, which is nice. I don't know what I was doing there. As a result, I ate a full combo, which I am sort of healing from now, and that's okay. I was not intending to throw an L3 as part of my plan, but ultimately it does a bit of good. Now we just got to wait, get back to 1 bar, and of course he's going to have protection on. So we're just going to slow things down, wait till not long after the relic. Part of the L1 does hit through protection, and the rest still cleans him out. Just shows the power of Bastion's L1. No suicides. Very, very nice. And we can move on to path 3. Again, I did this fight a few times last season. Each time mistimed the encroaching stun timer, ended up taking sort of a combo to the face or whatever. So I'd like to just not do that this time. And we manage it. This is actually the cleanest fight I probably take the entire war. Very satisfying and far too easy. I don't know why the rest of my fights didn't go like this, because I didn't really do anything different. But there you go. L3 doesn't do too much. One big L2, straight into another one, and she's had it. Didn't even let one. Oh no, yes, I timed the first L2 with the stun timer. Nice and easy, and we can move on to Sinister. Safeguard and Combat Deja Vu Disintegration, or whatever it is. This is a very easy Bastion fight. He seems to be bugged with Conflictor in that he doesn't really overcome it anymore, where he used to. The red damage should just ignore Conflictor, but it doesn't. Again, Madrox here. Not someone I've played with before. It's obviously after my time in DSVG, but he has suicides on, which Sinister pretty much benefits from, and you know, certainly healing from. But overall, it's okay. And because Bastion's a robot, I'm not going to degen anyway. Annoyingly, now that I've got the concussion on me, I can't parry light medium, but it does fall off me pretty quickly. Oh, it's because I've got endurance. Ah, now we see. Okay, fine. Anyway, he's ticking down far slower than I would have liked, but we're getting there nonetheless. I'm mostly amazed at myself that I managed to keep up alternating combos for the entirety of this fight, and recoil kills him. Nice to always get a helping hand, and we can move on to the first of my minis, which again is Bullseye. I took Gentle on 44 last war, which was a very nice fight, far easier than I've taken before, and again Bastion getting, who I don't normally like for Gentle, getting the grit does obviously help ignore the unstoppable, which is nice. I would normally have suicides on for this fight, but I couldn't be bothered. We all know how this goes. Although my sloppiness kicks in and I eat an entire combo and lose my indestructible, which is sad, but it's okay, we're healing. Those, the Bullseye relics really make a difference now. He hits a lot harder, causes a lot more damage. Very, very dangerous, but Bastion don't care. It's frustrating that this L1 doesn't clean him out. If I had suicides on, it would have done, but never mind. The second one following up does just melt him. And we can move on. So we go for Gene Boss. Now I tried Gene Boss with Bastion during off-season, and I forgot, even though I know that there's no longer stun immunity on the node, but she does start off with the timed stun immunity, and that caught me off guard because during off season I ate full heavy. Moondragon pre-fight prevents some reverse controls a little bit. This time I backed off, hit her a few times, completely forgot that the exhaustions she placed on me count towards the tactic. And by the time I haven't had a chance to knock her down yet, she fires an unstoppable L1. The neuroshocks tick down, and we are just suffering. Kind of recovered it, but I am melting fast, and they are showing no signs of letting up. Yeah, at this point, I know that I'm about to die. I've really done nothing. She's healing. She's still got her shield up, and I just don't stand a chance. My grit has ended as I throw the L1, which goes straight into block, of course, and she's going to punish me, and yeah, just absolutely pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. And that's just the story of my season, really. Retirement soon, leaving Jean there for my teammate with Viv. And that's that. And a fair while later, this is where we're at in the war. I didn't reattempt, like I said, leaving it for someone else. GG's to DSVG. Enjoy the win, and I'll probably squeeze one more video in this season. Thank you for watching all. Bye!